Hello.
Okay, we're just coming on air right now, Fumiko. I think there's nobody here. Can you see?
I can see you. Yeah.
Okay. I don't, okay, here we go. Okay, we're live. Attendees are showing up. Hello and welcome to the Face Yoga Method webinar. It's 11:59 in California, and Fumiko and I are both here in separate spaces. So welcome, we're just getting started. We haven't officially started yet. What we'd like to do is, Fumiko, while you say hello, I'm gonna open the chat box, and I would love if you just put in the chat box your name, where you're from, and if you can hear us and see us okay. Italy, oh my God, big love to Italy. We love you, Valentina. Yeah, so Fumiko, you say hello and I'll call out where people, yes, they're all coming in.
Hi, thank you so much for joining me and joining us. And I'm so excited because, well, Maria and I here virtually, but we are going to send lots of love and a positive energy and information you need to change your life. And we are so excited. My team are helping us behind the scene, and we are ready almost to start, right, Maria?
Yeah, I'm just looking at all the Argentina, Connecticut, Hungary, Spain, Canada, Colorado, Istanbul, Macedonia, Czech Republic, London.
I'm so blown away, and thank you so much. This is such a beautiful, beautiful international community, and you know that our team is very international, and they're going to help you whatever you need, not just during this training, but also even after. Right?
Oh my gosh, I love it. Thank you. All your energy, we can feel it. We're all here together in heart, and we send you our love and support wherever you are in the world.
Okay, with Jamaica, Argentina, and Kansas, and Poland, and Montreal, and Hungary, Colombia. Yeah. Thank
okay, so while those are coming in and people are still joining us from all over the world right now, I'm just gonna do a couple housekeeping things and then we'll get officially started since it's 1 minute after. So first of all, I just wanna say from both Fumiko and myself to thank all of you for being here, but to thank especially all of the healthcare workers for being here. You know, just all of us around the world owe you so much for being on the front lines every day. And Fumiko and I have a niece who's on the front lines every day, and it makes me want to cry just thinking about it. So just thank you from the bottom of our hearts for doing what you do. What we're gonna do today is we're all gonna be together for about an hour, hour and a half, and we want you to really just be present for this time. We promise we're gonna make it worth your while. So just, because you've probably got nowhere else to be, just grab a cup of hot water and just join us, and we're gonna have a good time. And I'm gonna get rid of a couple housekeeping things, knocking off my list. So for one thing, there is a chat box. It should be somewhere on your screen. Sometimes it's to the bottom right. I'm not sure if you see it to your bottom left, but that chat box, and there might be two, that's to reach out to our support team. We have 8 amazing women out there right now ready to help you with support in terms of questions that you can send in to us later, or if technical support, or if you want to find out about the recording or anything like that. So we've got this great support team, and you can write to them in the chat box. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to turn off the chat box that we have on, and I'll enable it a little bit later just so that we can focus on what we're doing. And so you know about the chat box, and we're going to be here for an hour, hour and a half. And now one thing I want to clarify, actually I'm going to turn back on the chat box for a minute, because I want to know what your experience is with face yoga. If you're new to it, if you've been doing it for a long time, if you've been doing it for a little while, you don't know anything about it, if you could just write in the chat box what your experience, newish, okay, new, never done it before, new, I'm seeing, oh my gosh, these are coming in fast. Okay, I'm mostly seeing new. Okay, so that's really interesting. So I'm gonna make a clarification. That's wonderful, that's great. Brand new, new. Great, okay. So I'm mostly seeing new, and I'm seeing some people experience 6 months. Oh, I like it. Oh my God, they're coming in so fast, I can't even read them all. Okay, 6 months, okay, so we have a combination of experiences here. So experimenting, awesome. So I'm gonna turn off the chat, And I just want to clarify what this webinar, what this training is going to be about before we get officially started. So this training is for, it doesn't matter what level you're at. It doesn't matter if you're brand new. It doesn't matter if you've been doing it for years. But this training specifically is not to learn face yoga today. Fumiko does a ton of those. We've got a ton of content on social media for that. But this training is to talk about how to become a certified teacher for the face yoga method and what that entails. Fumiko has certified hundreds of teachers now. We've been doing it for 4 years, our certification course, and this training is going to break down what that method, what that course is, and why it works. So I just want to be really clear, because if you're here to learn specific face yoga poses from Fumiko, this is not the right form for that. This is to learn how to be a face yoga method teacher. But I promise you're going to learn something regardless of your experience. And I want you to know, regardless of your experience, new or been doing it for a long time, you're still 100% qualified to be a face yoga method teacher, as long as you come with a spirit of openness and learning. Okay, so I think we are ready to officially get started. It's 5 minutes after, and we've got a great crowd here today. So I'm going to start our slides. All right, so welcome to the Face Yoga Method webinar. And today we're going to talk about how to master face yoga while becoming a part of the pro-aging revolution. And we're going to show you how you can build a successful face yoga business within 5 months, teaching face yoga without having to leave your home, which is so important, especially these days. So if you've been out there for a while and you're looking for solutions, I just want you to know, and looking for solutions to the aging syndromes, you're in the right place if you have failed at reversing the signs of premature aging on your face in the past. There have been so many methods, so many different creams, so many different products, so many different things that come out like literally daily at this point. And it can be overwhelming, and it can make you just want to throw in the towel because you spend thousands of dollars and you still haven't found the solution. So you're definitely in the right place if you have felt overwhelmed with that before. And you're in the right place if you've ever felt isolated by society because of your age. I know I have definitely started to feel that a little bit with the mams. You start to feel a little bit invisible, especially when you get past age 40 or 50, like you're not in the forefront anymore. You feel like you're a little bit in the background, but I want you to know that you are in the right place, because we believe in the pro-aging, as in this is the best time of your life and you're only going to get better. And we believe in pro-aging in every sense of the word. Not only in physically, but in mind, body, and spirit. So you're definitely in the right place if you have felt like that before. Oh, hey, what happened to my slides? Hi there, we just got big. I'm going to start them back up. I'm sorry, I pressed the wrong button, but it's good to see you. And you're also in the right place if your dream career, now this is crucial, is one where you have the freedom to create your own working schedule while you're generating income and helping others feel confident at any age. And if your dream career, if you have been dreaming about getting behind something that you feel really passionate about and helping other people, maybe you're in a situation right now where your job's just not doing it for you, then you are definitely in the right place. And in these times, especially the way the world has just changed and will continue to change, you will have something by the end of a teacher certification, a skill, a career that you can do from anywhere in the world at any time in the world. So our goal for this training is to teach you how to discover how face yoga reverses the signs of premature aging. We're going to teach you how you can master all 70 plus poses and how to unlock a blueprint and to make your income by sharing face yoga with your community. It is a blueprint that literally works if you stay within the method. It does not fail. So for those who are already face yogis, who understand the benefits and who just want to start sharing the method with the world, you're in the perfect place. And if you have had no face yoga experience, you're in the perfect place too, especially if you're dreaming about starting a new career. with face yoga. And we're going to show you that the only way to achieve the career freedom that you deserve while being at the forefront of the pro-aging revolution is by teaching face yoga. And we're going to show you some of our successful face yoga teacher graduates. And they are going to show you how the only way to build a successful face yoga business is through the teacher certification course. It is the most comprehensive and in-depth face yoga teacher certification course in the world. And if you get certified through this course by Fumiko, you will be second to none in the pro-aging revolution and in face yoga. So I'm just going to do a quick introduction of both Fumiko and myself right now. So for those of you that don't know me, I am Maria and I am Fumiko's sister-in-law. And we've known each other for about 14 or 15 years. And we started our business back in 2012, which I'll tell you about a little bit later. And I run the business behind the scenes. So at this point, we've got about 15 girls working for us. Sometimes there's contractors, that's why I say about, and they're all over the world and they're sitting behind the scenes right now taking care of everything. And the business has grown huge. And so I run the backside of the business while Fumiko maintains her learning. So she's constantly learning and is able to be the face of face yoga because she is the creator. So I'm going to let you do a quick introduction of yourself, Fumiko.
Okay, thank you, Maria, and thank you again, everybody. I'm so excited to talk about the secret we have created to help people. And I'm very, very passionate about teaching, but also learning more, because the more you learn, the more you know you don't know. And today is a chance for you to understand what is really behind the secret of the face yoga method, so that you can start helping people, but also start seeing the life-changing journey, and you are in the right place. So should we go to the...
Okay, I'm going to pull up some slides for you, Fumiko, so you can tell them a little bit about your journey and how you ended up here.
All right. So, as maybe many of you know, I'm from Japan, and this is me. Yeah, before the face yoga. I was 36 years old, divorced, looking for love again, and started a family I dreamed of. But the thing was that I had suffering. Well, I was suffering from the facial asymmetry caused by the recent car accident that made my body and the face out of alignment. And I could not talk or chew or smile the same way. On top of that, maybe some of you can relate to me. I was 36 years old, so I started seeing a sign of aging, and I didn't like that. And I feel like I was trapped in my body because I was so active and healthy and lots of energy and very fit, but my face didn't show. I looked tired. It's almost like the face and the body were separated. Very fit body and a looking tired face. And the people often ask me, "Are you okay? Are you tired?" I said, "No, I'm perfectly fine." But I looked tired because of that sign of aging and a car accident. And I started believing that, only thing I could do is probably trust the industry, and started buying all the creams and spending lots of money. And I felt really, really almost like a depression because I was only 36 and I have to spend so much money on my face, even though I was feeling so good internally. And I didn't like that. And I stopped looking at myself in a mirror. Have any of you felt like that? Like you just don't want to look at yourself? Or if somebody tried to take a picture, like, no photo, please. And now you can delete. But at the time, 36 years old, I could not really delete, like, oh gosh, please don't, I don't like it. And another thing is I started wearing baggy clothes overall and hide myself inside because I was very insecure inside. And then one day, interestingly, amazing thing happened. I just realized that, wait a minute, face has a muscle, just like a body. Ah, wow, that was a moment. Look at this, lots of muscles on her face, right? And I decided, how about if I exercise my face just like a body? Maybe I can get something out of this. And I had been practicing body yoga since I was 10, so for a long time. And I knew that my body and my mind respond well to the exercise. And it became crystal clear to me in the moment. if I tone my intricate facial muscles, I should be able to create the face I want to have. And even I understood the way when the food I was eating and even the thoughts I had was influencing the way I looked outside. And everything changed in the moment. I felt like, whoa, I am in charge of my face, my body, and my life. I use my body, that's my age, 36. I didn't have a confidence. I had a confidence, but I was trying to hide myself. I started using my own face, trial, error, using my hands, no hands, and it created lots of poses. But I didn't stop there. I started teaching my family, my friends, and that led group lessons, and that led, publicity and TV shows. And I started getting more offers for magazine, product lines, and TV shows, and a lot. And building on the success, I decided to take my face yoga global. And I call it Face Yoga Method. And with the Face Yoga Method, I can teach millions of women like you right here, right now. There is natural, 100% alternative way to tone and look better and feel better instead of using all the injections or expensive treatment. And it all starts from here, right now.
Okay, thanks, Fumiko.
You're welcome.
If you're out there and you're listening to Fumiko's story and you can resonate with either one of us at all, if you're like us, you probably felt the need to be part of something greater, especially when you get past a certain age in your life. And I know we have all varying ages out there, but we get a lot of women over 40, especially, and you start to feel like you want to be part of something greater, something that you're more passionate about, something that you can share with the world and make an impact on. So if you're out there and you're feeling that and you have been struggling to find the perfect career for yourself, you don't have to do that anymore. I'm going to tell you that when Fumiko and I started this business, which was that was 8 years ago.
Oh,
Yeah. So I was 46 then. And that's not the time when a lot of people just say, oh, 46. Okay. I'm midlife. I'm going to jump ship from what I'm doing and do something else. And I did. Because I really needed something that I felt like I could get behind, that I was passionate about, and that I could make an impact on people. So if you're feeling like that, if you're like us, you are definitely in the right place. And I want you to know that you don't have to feel lost anymore, because we are going to show you how you can make a dramatic difference today. And we asked Michelle, I'm going to show a quick little video. Fumiko and I are going to mute it, so you just hear Michelle speaking. And she's going to tell you about her experience with the Face Yoga Method Teacher Program. So let me just bring her up and get that started.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Michelle, and I wanted to share with you my experience.
Hi, my name is Michelle,
Face
and
Yoga Teacher Certification course. I first decided to do it several months before the course actually came around, and I'm really glad I made the decision to do so. I wanted to learn how to exercise my face and grow old gracefully. I didn't want to do it with cosmetic surgery and so forth, so I wanted to be able to do it, do some strength training in my face, and learn how to use my face. And I definitely was able to do that with the course. Now, the idea is that you teach someone else this, and certainly I will do that, but I figured it was a reasonable investment in my own well-being to have these tools for myself, and then in addition, train others. So that was why I decided to do it.
Okay.
Oh, so beautiful.
Yeah. And what I love, and I hope you noticed, is that it's not just a learning difference, a technical difference that they get, but it's an emotional difference. And that's what we get all the time through social media. Fumiko gets feedback about this program, about people, it's so much more than they thought it was, because they're like, I changed as a person.
Right.
And I think Michelle just demonstrates that so well.
Beautiful. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So let's carry on. And we're going to show you once again as we move through this, how to master face yoga, become part of the pro-aging revolution, and build a successful teaching business in less than 6 months without having to leave your home. And how are we going to do that? I'm going to tell you right now. There are 3 secrets we are going to unveil to you. And secret number 1, we're going to show you the science behind face yoga and how practicing targeted facial exercises can treat the signs of premature aging 100% naturally. And there's real science behind this, and Fumiko is going to explain that to you. Then secret number 2 is the teaching. We're going to show you how to master all 70 face yoga poses and teach others how to regain control of their face and the confidence, because teaching something is completely different from practicing something. And that's what we're going to show you, how you actually become a teacher in secret number 2. And secret number 3, my favorite, the marketing. And I say my favorite only because I'm the marketer. How to build a successful face yoga business and have clients coming back to you again and again. Because this teacher certification course is definitely about mastering the skill of face yoga. But on top of that, we want to make sure that you have the skills to go out there and create a face yoga business from the marketing and the business and the technical side. And that's secret number 3, which I'm going to go into a little bit later.
Oh, and also, Maria, I want to add that too. Many of my students told me that, they can even apply that marketing section to their existing business. So not just the face yoga method. They said, wow, I didn't expect that, I can learn so much about a business marketing. So that's beautiful, beautiful benefit, once you start learning these 3 secrets from the
I love that. I didn't know that. Thank you. I love that. Okay, so are you ready to get started with the secrets? If you are, I would love to see a yes in the chat box. I've opened it back up. If I can get some yeses in there, let's get started with the 3 secrets. Yes, yes, yes. I love all this enthusiasm. It just connected. I love it. I love it. Okay. All right, Fumiko, you ready to get started?
I am ready because everybody's ready. Let's go.
Okay, let's go. I'm going to let you start with secret number 1, Fumiko.
Yep. So science, how practicing targeted facial exercises can treat the sign of premature aging 100% naturally. It sounds good, right? So I'm going to dive in. Let me tell you a quick story. First, I just dove into the physiological anatomy of the face. I studied it and obsessed about it because there's so much to learn and many, many muscles on the face, which sometimes I even didn't know exist. Probably you too, right? Like, whoa. And then I learned that there's more than 50 facial muscles on our face. Everybody has a muscle and everything is connected from head to toe. So if you have, let's say, tightness on a part of the body, it pulls down and then it affects the facial muscles. And then you started having the asymmetry on the face, which I didn't know that. I thought I'm going to just fix this. No, you have to understand everything. And then after I understand the anatomy of the facial muscles, I started creating the specific face yoga exercises and targeting the very specific part of the face, to strengthen and tighten the firm and relax, which is also important. And then smooth out the face when you want to relax. And you can isolate the muscles like this. See that? And I was just like blown away, knowing that I can move my muscles this way. I never thought I could do it. Yeah. And then I understand skin is attached to the muscle. So as your muscles sag, it brings the skin down with them. And the gravity is pulling everything down, even at this moment. Even you don't see it, but the gravity is walking for us, but against us. Well, for us, because we can stand, we can sit like this. But against us means everything going down. And as your muscles tighten and strengthen, the skin firms and lift. It's that simple. So I'm going to show you right here. Check your elbow right now. Check. Okay, elbow right here. Yep. Have you noticed that one day you look at like, whoa, what is this fucking thing? And I didn't have this before. What? No, your knees. That also showed that too. Like, whoa, what is that? It's not, it's not something like you have, but everything is going down. That's why the skin looks saggy, because the muscle is going down. And compared to this arm muscle, The face muscles are so much more and simple and delicate and small. So that means when you exercise the muscle the perfect way, you can create the face you want. And you can see changes quickly or faster than the body muscles. Okay? And I even went farther because I wanted to learn more about it. So I took face yoga poses to the research institute in Japan because I wanted to know what's happening inside or under the skin. And interestingly, they found out after doing just one pose, which I'm going to show you, doing 10 sets, 10 seconds, 3 sets. So that total of 30 seconds. Look at this. Increased blood circulation dramatically. And that means more nutrient and oxygen to the face. And that means better skin. So this one, big goal. So now, every time you go bathroom, please don't say you don't have a time. You're too busy. Everybody goes bathroom. Do this 30 seconds and you can get a massive blood circulation on your face and your skin is going to love it. I guarantee. And I realized that face yoga method, it's not just tightening the muscle. There's so much more. It promotes youthful glow. It makes sense, right? You promote a good circulation, you exercise the skin, and then tighten the muscles, and your face is gonna love it. And you start seeing some more colors on your cheeks. And it has taken me over almost 17 years. I've been doing this for 17 years. And trial error using my own face to perfect all the poses. And I have over 70 face yoga poses. And I have created these poses in every part of the face, forehead, eye area, cheeks, nasolabial, mouth, neck and jawline, and even lips. And they look great. That's for you, Maria.
It's for me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're right. It is for me.
Sorry. That's for me. Yes, for you too. No, you exercise. I know. I have to tell Maria to take a pictures because she's like, oh, take a picture before after picture. And she didn't do it for a long time. But funny thing is that when she took the passport photo, she was shocked. She's like, I haven't changed. Like, I told you, right? You have to take a picture. Yeah. So everybody take a picture before you go to the bathroom and then you do the pose and then in a week you start seeing like, wow, my skin is good. So now let's back to this slide. So we have over 1 million practicing face yogis worldwide. I mean, I'm just blown away when I look at these numbers because they are not just tightening the face, reducing their face line. They said their life is completely different. They see things differently. They see themselves differently. They present themselves differently. And their life is different, completely different because of the face exercise they started.
Oh, right. Well, after listening to Fumiko, sorry, that made me laugh. Okay, so at this point, you might be thinking, will this work for me? I mean, I've seen all these people that Fumiko helped, but what about me? And everybody likes to think that they're different when it comes to this. So I'm going to tell you, it will work for you if you have skin on your face. So it works for all genders and ethnicities, for all ages. We have younger down in their 20s all the way up to the 90s. It works if you've never practiced face exercises before, which is actually really awesome because you're going to learn them the right way. We've had plenty of people that have had Botox and other kinds of facial injections that have successfully learned how to do face yoga. And so whether or not you have a minimal area you want to improve, or you really just want to learn prevention because you're still in your 20s, or you have a massive area, maybe a big double chin area that you want to work on. If you have muscles in your face, this will work for you. And I always say, it's like asking, will lifting weights or going to the gym work for me? Well, is there anybody that doesn't work for? It's the same thing with face yoga. So yes, it will work for you if you've got skin and muscles on your face. So you might be thinking, and we get this a lot, won't exercising the face cause more unwanted wrinkles? Well, if you do it incorrectly, it will. Kind of like working out at the gym. If you do it incorrectly, you're going to hurt yourself. And it's the same thing with face yoga, except if you do it incorrectly, you're probably going to create unwanted results on your face. So basically, there's a wrong way and a right way. So now you might be thinking face exercises must be hard because I've never heard of it before, maybe I've never done them before. So they've got to be hard because they're not a regular kind of thing. Well, like anything else, you start at the beginning and you just need the right teacher. When I took my very first yoga class, it was hard. But within a couple weeks, I got the moves and I had amazing teachers to show me. And it's really about the teacher, especially when it comes to something as specific as face yoga. So I'm going to open up the chat box for a minute and I want to ask you if you see now how practicing face yoga can treat the signs of premature aging 100% naturally without injections, without some crazy, I don't know, somebody stealing your face or anything like that. If you can see that, if this all made sense to you to this point, if I could just get a yes in the chat box, I want to make sure that everybody's with us and this is making sense and we're getting through. Yes, 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 yes. I love it. I love the energy. It's so nice to be connected with the world like this.
I feel it.
I feel it too. I feel it too. Okay, awesome. Awesome. Okay, I think we're ready to move on then. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to close the chat box again. And I want you to know that you can continue to chat with our team that's in the background and send in your other questions and if you have any technical issues. And there should be a pink bubble somewhere on your screen and our team can help you out there while Fumiko moves on to secret number 2. Fumiko.
Ready? Secret number 2, the teaching.
I'm gonna make you big, Fumiko.
Okay. All right, make me big. Whoa. Okay. So secret number 2, how actually can you make me small? Because
yeah,
that's okay. Yeah, I just want to show a picture. But how?
Yeah, no problem.
70 face yoga poses.
This picture?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Yeah. So how to master all 70 face yoga poses and teach others how to regain control of their face and their confidence. That's a key. Okay, now you can make me big.
Now you're ready to go big.
I'm ready. Ready. So let me tell you a quick story. When I was teaching in Japan, as you know, I'm from Japan. There was one student came. She was in her 70s, and when she came to my class, she had a very kind of conservative, looks and a posture and everything. And she had a gray shirt and she had a gray hair, and everything was just like her, her age, appropriate. And when she came to my class, she just sat at the end of the class. And I wasn't sure how much she was enjoying. And she came back again. And she came back again. And every time she came back, she started changing something. Like first, she started putting some, little different color. And then she started wearing even jeans. And then she started dyeing her hair. And I was just shocked to see her transformation. And one day she came to me, I think it was after 2 months or so. She said, "Thank you so much for changing my life." I was like, "Oh, life?" And I didn't understand why she said a life, because I was teaching the face exercise. But she said, "No, you changed my life." And I just, wow, shocked in a great way. Like, wow, that was what's happening, because her energy was different. She's like a different person. Probably you don't even recognize if it's the same person. She said, "Well, it's my life. I want to feel good about myself. And you teach me how to take care of myself." Well, like, wow. And that made me think, there's so many different kinds of students. Even though I'm teaching the same method, same pose, some students get the result right away and some don't. And I didn't understand why, because I was teaching the right way and a perfect way. And I understand, because they are focusing on the problem, not the solution. And my student in the 70s, she was focusing on the solution, how she can look good, how she can feel good about herself. I've spent so many years perfecting the face yoga poses, and I realized that the face yoga is not just tightening, the face muscle. It's not like, moving the face muscle, make funny faces, but there's so much more. There's where the focus goes, energy flow. So when you're looking something positive and feeling good about yourself, of course that expands. And that was something I learned from these students. I'm really grateful for having her, when I was in my 30s in my class. Okay. And can you go back to the slide?
I can.
Okay, so let's go. Are you with me? Did you get that? Like that was like my awakening stage of my teaching. Wow, beautiful, beautiful transformation. I got so excited. As you can see, I get excited very easily. All right, so I realized that face yoga was not just exercise. It's a mindset. You have to be aware of unconscious habits you're doing every single day. I want you to try it right now. Open your eyes wide, as if you just open your eyes regularly, right? And then feel the forehead. Look at the forehead. Do you wrinkle? Do you have a wrinkle in your forehead? Or if you have an 11 right now, right here. So that means every single day when you are awake, you're creating the lines on the forehead because that's your habit. So you have to be aware of what you're doing and you have to break the habit. Does that make sense? And then you have to take action. I'm so glad you're watching this webinar, but you can't just sit and, okay, I'm going to exercise. It's like watching the exercise movie and know nothing. You have to take action and learn the technicality of the poses because that's when life-changing starts. And not only that, you need accountability. You need to keep your motivation. You need to, focus on the benefit, mind, and body changes. And otherwise, it's easy to fail and you forget about it. Like, I'll do when I have a time. We can make time. We go bathroom. You can do a pause. And I realized that how awareness leads, to prevention. Because when you're aware, what are you doing, right? You prevent. And then how action leads to treatment. Because you take action, you actually start exercising your face muscles. And then accountability leads to success because you don't fall and you keep practicing. And according to statistics, by mid-February, almost 90% of people fail. Almost 90. More than 90% of New Year's resolution fail. So I don't know if you're still keeping that or you're like, well, I forgot my New Year's resolution. You need motivation, accountability, and a support to keep the momentum going. And these are very unique 3 face yoga method, factors. And with this, it works for everybody and any situation, any concern you have, anytime. And I applied this one for myself. And my result grew tremendously. I started seeing a difference on my face. Whoa, I loved it. And I applied to my students. And sure enough, I started seeing the changes on my students' face dramatically. And that's when face yoga method was born. And after that, the dream of creating massive impact and income. I started doing the exercises for myself and then teaching my friends because they wanted to learn. First, they said, you look different. Something is different. What did you do? I said, well, I started doing this exercise. They wanted to know. So I started teaching them. And then actual students came and I started teaching them. And the business grew. And I started having more students that I could handle. And that's when I had to step back a little bit because life was moving so quickly. My daughter's born, and well, I can't take more than I could handle. And more people started asking me if I could teach them to be a teacher so that they can actually teach students because I don't take one-on-one students anymore. I stopped taking one-on-one many years ago. And they wanted to teach and they wanted to make a living. And then I said no, because I wasn't sure how much I can teach, through online. And I wasn't sure if I was ready. But the more I thought about it, the more people started asking me, and the more I started seeing a dramatic, life-changing journey on so many people, face yoga practitioners in the world. I thought, you know what, this might be a great idea because with this, teacher certification course, I can probably approach more people, and then I can grow my business. But also, I can help so many more people who wants to learn this method, and we can have massive impact in people's lives and people's face in a great way. And that was when the Face Yoga Method Teacher Certification course came to life. And I called it TCC Teacher Certification course. My team and I got to work in creating the actual course. We spent over a year And when we released this course, 2017, we were thrilled with the response we received from all over the world. And the graduate from this teacher certification course now master the poses, not just the poses, but a mindset and marketing, all the ideas. And they can really start teaching people and helping and changing people's lives and also making a living and a dream life. And that is such a beautiful thing. And I'm so grateful for having this opportunity, sharing the information with all the teachers. And we are still creating and updating all the information, because the more I learn, the more I realize I need to learn more. And we're making a huge impact, but I know that I could not have done this by myself.
Yeah, and you always are learning more.
I love it, yeah.
At this point, you might be thinking, do I need to be a face yoga expert to teach this method? And I want you to know that that is all covered in the teacher certification module. We have a poses module in the teacher certification course that covers 70 plus poses that Fumiko created in depth. So every single pose you will learn from the inside out. You don't have to have them mastered at this point. So now you might be thinking, but I've never taught anyone anything before. Well, that is why we have the teaching module, because you're right if you're thinking that and you want to be a face yoga method teacher, because teaching is so completely different from learning. And I always say that I've been doing yoga for almost 30 years and I do it on a pretty regular basis, but I still can't teach a class. And I'm fine with that because I've never tried to teach a class and I've never taken a yoga teacher training course because I just want to be the student. But I know that teaching it is completely different, because even though I understand how to do it for myself, I can't teach it. So in the teacher certification course, there is a teaching module where you learn how to actually teach, and you learn how to teach face yoga. So don't worry if that's what you were thinking.
And I go also very deep, and I give like very, very like detailed information they need to know as a teacher, not just exercising their own face, but teacher's standpoint of view, completely different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you might be thinking, I don't think anyone would want to take a class from me because I struggle, I get nervous, I struggle with public speaking, which is totally understandable. I think most people do until they get practice with it. So that's why we have a method that's foolproof that you actually have to practice and do. So you don't have to be exceptionally talented or have years of experience to get results with this method, because once you've mastered it and gone through the teacher certification course, you can learn to apply it to any student that you have and feel completely confident in what you're doing. So in other words, you're not selling yourself and your public speaking abilities. You are selling or speaking of the effectiveness of the face yoga method, and that sells itself. And I promise you, one note I just want to make here is that, like Fumiko was saying, one of the notes we get more often than not from our students is that this course self-developed them in a way that they never anticipated, that they came out a more evolved individual in many ways of their life because of what they had to go through to become a teacher.
And also I teach
a
little bit, how to be a better public speaker. That's one of the assignments. So they have to go through everything. And I talk about what kind of book and I suggest, and they really learn from like everything I'm so passionate about. And that's why I think when they come out from this one, they feel like life is completely different. They see things differently. And yeah, I'm very excited.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, completely. It's so amazing to see people's lives transformed in a way that they didn't anticipate. So do you see now how the teacher certification course will allow you to master all 70 poses and to teach others? If it's all starting to come together now and you're seeing how that could work, could you just put a yes in the chat box? I just opened it back up again. I want to make sure everyone's still with us before I move on. Yes, Rita, Valerie, Diana, Joyce. Yes, of course, I love it. Kim, Kristen, Rika, Carolyn, Aaron. Oh my God, I love it. Okay, yes, 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 yes. Excellent. All right. I'm going to close the chat box because it seems like everyone is with us and getting this. I'm going to close the chat box, and remember, you can still connect with our team that's in the background by using the little pink bubble that should be on your screen. And I am going to now move on to my secret number 3, the marketing. And I am going to talk to you about how you can build a successful face yoga business and have clients coming back to you again and again. But first, I want to tell you a little bit about my story and how Face Yoga Method started, because I think it will help you to understand how you can create something no matter where you're at right now in your life. So Fumiko and I started this business in 2012. And even prior to that, so when we started it, I had been consulting in online marketing for 3 years. So I did have a background in marketing. And I want to tell you, I've been thinking about it so much because of what's going on in the world today. So when I started online marketing, it was 2009. And I always say 2009 was the worst year of my life. Not only did I have a parent pass away, but it was also the economic recession during 2008, started late 2008 when it really boomed in 2009. And I started an entirely new career in 2009 because I had been in real estate and it all went downhill. And I had to learn it. And a lot of times during a recession or a bad period in the economy or in the world is when people retreat, but it's really the time to expand. And so I had to learn it. And I got out there in 2009 and I learned a whole new skill in my 40s then. And I'm so glad that I did, because fast forward 3 years later, that's when Fumiko and I decided to start the Face Yoga Method. And when we started it, we'd never seen anything like this done online before, but she had enough faith in me and I had enough faith in the training that I'd had in online programs to say, you know what, we're just going to figure this out day by day. Because Fumiko first said to me, she's like, I don't even understand how that can work. Like, I need to go to a classroom and see people. Mm-hmm. And what did we do? I stayed up and I figured out how to get websites cobbled together. And I said, just go make a video and put it on YouTube. I don't know if your first videos are up on YouTube, but if they are,
6 hours to do 3 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, what my point is, we started from nothing. There was no website, there was no email list, there was no social media for us. And it was like, okay, we're going to open a YouTube channel. We're going to put up that first video. Okay, we're going to put up an email list and get our first subscriber. And that is where we started, from zero. And that's where everything starts. I don't care what it is, that's where everything starts. So I just want you to remember that as I go into this marketing module, because I have learned how to market over the past, what is it now, since 2009? That's a long time. That's the past 11 years. So I have created a whole marketing module inside of the Face Yoga Teacher Certification Training course to teach you teachers how to market your business after you've mastered the skill of Face Yoga. So I'm going to go a little bit more. I'm going to bring back up the slides and go back into some detail on what this marketing module looks like. So it's a bonus module that is inside of the teacher certification course. It is all recorded. And let me just make this a little bit smaller so you guys can read that. It's all recorded so you can access it whenever you want. And it's broken down. One of the things that when I was first learning how to market online that kind of drove me crazy was that there was so much information out there. And it was like, I felt like I had to spend like hours watching just how to put up a YouTube video. And I've taken everything that I've learned in the past 11 years and knowing that your full-time job is not to market, but it's to be a face yoga teacher, I've broken it down into the most relevant bite-sized chunks and videos of 4 to 5 minutes. So you can go in there and learn marketing at a reasonable pace that is not overwhelming. And that is how it is set up inside the marketing module, specifically focused towards face yoga teachers and how to build a face yoga business, but marketing techniques that could be used anywhere, like Fumiko was saying. And so this is how it's broken down inside. These are just examples of some of the some of the modules that are inside. I'm going to make us smaller. So one, I have a design module in there because that was a big thing for me. And I'm going to show you how you don't have to spend thousands of dollars to get great design and how you can get it done quickly and efficiently in there. Then we have a social media module in there where we're going to have our social media person who is in and out of the trenches every day, teach you social media to market your business. Then I've got a building your website, which was one of my biggest challenges, how to get that done with zero technical skills and without spending thousands of dollars. Then I've got an email marketing module in there, and you learn how to advertise your business with effective email marketing. And don't worry, I'm going to show you how easy we made it for you, because we're going to keep on going. You're not going to believe like how simple it can be, because that was a really hard thing for me. A lot of people are like, I don't know how to write. I can't write emails, blah, blah, blah. Don't worry. We got you covered. And lastly, you're going to learn about, it's all about you in the sense that you are the calling card for your business, and your business is a reflection of you. And we're going to talk about that in the marketing module. So now you might be thinking, if I've never had to promote myself before, what do I even need to say? Like, now I'm a master at face yoga. I don't even know what to say. So this is what I was talking about when I said, don't worry, we got you covered. They're called swipe files, because I know a lot of people, especially when they first get into marketing their skill, they feel shy or maybe embarrassed. And we're going to get you over that. And there's many ways we're going to do that. But one of them is with swipe files. We're going to spark your imagination. And we've got a whole slew of swipe files in the teacher certification training course. And what a swipe file is, it's actual file, a PDF or video that's downloadable that you can take of an actual email template to create your own email series, and you modify it and to put it more into your own voice, but it gives you prompts on exactly what to say. And it's not just any old email series. These are effective, proven emails that have been shown to be opened and clicked on and gotten results time after time. So this screen that you're looking at right now is just a list of the swipe files that we actually have created for you. So please don't worry if you feel like, oh my gosh, I'm going to get stumped on what to say or how to say it. And we even have images. So this became a big thing when we first started certifying teachers. We have before and after images of real Face Yoga Method students that have given us their permission to use them. And we are in turn allowing you our permission for you to use them in marketing your business. As long as you don't claim that they're your students, you can show the real results that Face Yoga Method gets. So now you might be thinking, will I be able to mix face yoga with my current career? We have had so many practitioners from different disciplines, like from massage therapy, from physical therapy. We've even had voice teachers that have talked about how it's really created better singing for their students, become Face Yoga Method teachers. So mixing in with a current discipline that you already have, mixing in with another career, I think is a great thing to do. I mean, Fumiko, you can talk about some of the students that you've had and that have come from other disciplines. We've got Simona here. I'm going to let you just touch on one or two of them and bring you up big to talk about that. You've certified all these teachers.
Yes, and interesting, because some people just wanted to change their life, but sometimes they are not afraid. They are afraid of changing it, and then they started even teaching their coworkers at a law office or accountant office, because they wanted to do something to make the coworkers feel good. And then it turned out they wanted to just make it as a full-time job and teach at the companies on different levels. And some people are they say, I'm the mother, but they started teaching other mothers, create the very special exercise program, and also the group for mothers group. And then they make product, cream and lotions, which I also share too in TCC. And they really crafted what they want to have in their life. They don't need to travel. They can just, focus on what they already love. And I had one student, she wanted to combine with the hair salon, because she cut people's hair every day. And then she started telling people, oh, you're tilting the head and then move this mouth. And the students, or I should say her, clients wanting to learn face yoga. So it's so easy because face yoga is a lifestyle. I combine all the things, not just the face exercise. That's why the mindset is important. When you change your mindset, you can create anything you want. I mean, really, sky's the limit. Yeah.
That's such a good idea. I love that for the hairdresser because they're captured in your chair anyways. So what are they going to do? Yeah, for the next hour. Okay, so now you might be thinking, what will I be able to do with my certification after graduating? So there are so many business possibilities that we talk about inside the marketing module. And here's just a couple very real possibilities from our graduates. The first one that we have here is Susan from the United States. She's in Florida. And Susan has gone around to local news and gotten so much press to get clients for her business because the news is always looking for a fun angle for a news story. Then we have Renee from Austria. Renee has a best-selling German book over in Europe and has become one of the #1 bestsellers. Then we have Anna from Poland. Anna was formerly a lawyer and was tired of her legal job and completely left it to become a full-time face yoga method teacher. And this is a shot of one of her in-person classes, her workshops. She holds individual classes, workshops, and events. And then lastly, we have Anita from Spain who gives online classes and private lessons. So there's an endless amount of things that you can do once you're certified in terms of creating a career. And we go into much more detail in the marketing module about how exactly to do that.
Oh, yep. Yeah. I also want to add the, Anna, she was lawyer for 17 years. And she started feeling like, I don't know if this is my job, but because, being in the company for 17 years, she was getting paid really well. And it was so hard for her to leave, but her heart was not in it. And she really decided it's a time for her to do something. And when she started practicing, she saw the changes. And now she said, almost like she's in vacation and teaching because that's what she loves to do. She's teaching when she's in vacationing. And how beautiful is that? And I'm so happy for her, but I've seen her transformation from the lawyer to the happy ever person who can follow the dream.
Yeah, nice. Okay, so now do you see that if you have the right teacher, the right instructional format, and the marketing module, and the right support system, that you can achieve anything with this face yoga? I'm going to open up the chat box again, and if this is all starting to come together and you can see how that can work, if I can just get a yes in the chat box. Okay, I see so many yeses coming in. I love it. I love it. Oh, you're with it. Okay, I wish I could. Nina, Projetta, Kim, Tatiana, Rhonda, Sibel, Agnes, Joan, Angelica, Trent, Bronwyn. So fast. I love it. Yes, 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 yes. I love it that everyone's sticking to this and getting the message. Wonderful. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to my slides here. And I just want to ask you a question. If you followed the face yoga exercises I showed in secret #1, that Fumiko showed you, what you were going to learn in secret #1, and you did what she showed you in secret #2 and mastered all 70 plus of those poses and shared your knowledge, and then you use secret #3, the marketing module, to build a successful face yoga business, do you think you could be successful? This is just a question I want you to ask and answer for yourself. Do you think you could be successful? So, be honest with yourself, but it is a fail-proof method, but it's something you actually have to do because 70 plus poses takes time and dedication. Okay, we've covered a lot in the past hour. And yeah, we're just about at an hour, which is perfect. So would you like me to spend 10 minutes now to show you how you can implement everything that we've discussed so far to become a face yoga method certified teacher? If I can get yeses in the chat box, I'm just going to take 10 minutes to show you how you can pull all of this together. I'm getting yeses. Okay. Rena, Michelle, Colette, Alicia, Amy. Yes, 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 yes. I love it. I love how connected we are as a world.
Yeah. Well, everything is energy, Maria. So we are connected through the whoo, energy, and energy moves so fast. I love it.
It does. It
Yeah.
does.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna, as I go on, I'm gonna close the chat box again, and remember that you can reach out to our team with any questions, technical or otherwise, with the pink bubble in the chat box. And let me carry on and show you exactly how you can bring all of this together. It's called the Face Yoga Method Teacher Certification course. And it takes place between May 2020 and September 2020. And we have created the most comprehensive and in-depth Face Yoga Method Teacher Certification course in the world. This program took over 3 years for Fumiko and the rest of the team to create and put together. And it's based off over 2 decades of training thousands of students. And within 5 months, the period of time it takes to get through this program, you will become a Face Yoga Method expert, and you'll discover how not only to apply it to yourself, but how to teach others. And no previous knowledge or experience of the Face Yoga Method is necessary, because remember, you're going to be learning all 70 plus poses from the inside out. If you already have experience, amazing, you're a little bit ahead, but it is not required to join the program because it caters to both regular Face Yoga practitioners as well as the beginners. And the program includes that in-depth study of the 70 plus poses, including other advanced variations of them, so that you can cater to students at all levels. Now, the course modules, it's made up of a series of modules, and there's 4 comprehensive modules within it that are broken down into many separate videos. And the first one is the science. And in the science, you're going to delve into facial physiology that includes the muscles, the skin, and the blood circulation. And you're going to discover what causes the signs of premature aging and how gravity affects our muscles. And most importantly, you're going to learn how facial exercises work to lift up and tone the face and make you an authority in your field. In the second module, the teaching, you're going to get the tools you need to hold space, to support your students, and take the seat of a teacher. You will study the components of a successful face yoga group, workshop, private class, or online session. You're going to learn how to do all of that. And you're also going to learn how to support any type of student that comes to your class, because I promise you, if you do this, you're going to get some crazy questions, but you're going to be prepared through all of them through the teaching.
And also I teach you, little to the scenario. Okay, let's create, this is a scenario, how you can do it, how you start your class, how you calm yourself, and how you have, little notes so that you don't get nervous when you teach. And I teach all the little things here and there because I was teaching in college and high school in Japan. Why not use the knowledge I had that and then apply it to you? And I'm still learning how I can make you the best teacher ever. And my students love this this module because it's very unique. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And then you're going to have the poses. And so the poses module, that is really in depth. And you're going to learn more than 70 face yoga poses for the entire face, from the forehead to the eyes, to the nose, to the cheek, to the mouth, to the neck, to the jawline, everyone's favorite. And you're going to discover exactly how to perform these correctly so that you get the desired results. And also you're going to learn how to teach others to practice them. So you're going to master every pose from the inside out, and you're going to learn how it strengthens a particular muscle group in that part of your face, as well as the benefits, so that you can teach others. And finally, there's module 4, the corrections. Now, in this module, you're going to discover how to examine your students' performance and ensure that they are practicing correctly. It's like having a good trainer at a gym. You always want the best trainer, right? So that you can get the best results. And the corrections is all about that. And you will learn the tools to confidently create a custom or bespoke routine according to specific facial concerns that your clients are going to have, and that will make them come back to you time after time after time. I mean, think of everybody that goes to personal trainers for such specific things. It is the same thing with face yoga. You will get clients coming to you for all kinds of very different specific things on their face.
And I want to add that the correction, many of my students love it because I give exactly the tool they can assess. Like, for example, oh, I think you're chewing on the right side. And maybe you had an injury or something on the right side. And people are like, how do you know? Well, because, and I teach all the little techniques in the students because you know that the neck tilting this way or that way. And only going through the teacher certification course, I can give you this detail because, we spend almost 5 months. So why not give more information that they can use and apply to each and one of the, each students they have. And I just love this module. I love it.
It's the nitty gritty.
Yeah.
And in the course, you are going to get the course materials. There's going to be downloadable PDFs, worksheets, checklists, and cheat sheets to aid in your comprehension for each module. And there's going to be assignments. This is work. There's going to be 15 assignments to complete for each of the modules, many of which you're going to have a deadline for submission. And the deadlines are really there to keep you on track for your learning because we want you to successfully graduate from this program and go out and create a business that you love. So we're not going to let you slack. We are going to keep you on track and we're going to keep your momentum going. And the assignments can range from online forms to video recording your elevator pitch and even uploading a mock face yoga class with live students. So get ready because you're really going to be doing it for real. There's no thinking, oh, it's virtual, so I'm going to hide behind my screen. That is not going to happen. You are going to come out a master teacher and a master of face yoga. So we're not going to let you wait till the very end of this course for you to start practicing. You're going to learn, apply. So you're a master teacher when you come out. And that might sound a little daunting, but I want you to know there is a huge support community and study group to sit here and support and take care of you. You have extensive support throughout this course, and you get lifetime access to the teacher certification Facebook support group, which at this point is hundreds of amazing people that have been certified by Fumiko that are there giving each other teaching tips, marketing tips, encouragement. Hundreds of fellow teachers are there to hold a space for you and to cheer you along the way. And it is a positive only space and it holds you accountable. So if ever you get down or you need a push, that is the place to go.
And also, the beautiful thing about this community is that because people are interested in the natural healing and natural, lifestyle, so that you feel like you're surrounded by like-minded people. I had so many students told me that they felt like the energy is not even virtual. They feel like the connection is so much stronger than never had before, even in real life. And one thing is, oh, I'm going to go to France. Oh, let's have coffee. And they can get together. They can meet online too. Offline too. And you can even share your, other concerns. Like I remember a couple of days ago, I had to put something to the certification course, the Facebook page, because somebody needed some, support, emotional support. And I just said, okay, somebody needs support. And many graduate and even current students said, sending the love virtually. And that was so heartwarming because I didn't need to explain it, but people know that in the community, the teacher certification course, everybody needs support positively in a beautiful, beautiful place that international community you never even experienced. I never had experienced before until in here. So I'm very grateful and it's so beautiful.
It is. It is. And this is one, this right up here on the screen right now. This is from Tina, who was so amazing. We snatched her up and said, come work with us. So Tina's actually working with us behind the scene. No, she's actually out there in the front. She's in our community. And she became a certified teacher through the face yoga method a couple years ago. And she said, this is one of the best things that happened to me in my life. Face yoga changed my whole lifestyle. I'm doing face exercises every day. I have learned, and I'm still learning so much in the Facebook group, even after graduating, because she's in there with thousands of people on a daily basis in that Facebook group. So at this point, we have done all of the hard work for you. The Face Yoga Method Teacher Certification course is a step-by-step plan. It's a plan that you follow. It's like following a map and you get to your destination. All you need to do is follow it. There is no guesswork. There is no reason to get overwhelmed. We have paced it out. We have learned throughout the years exactly the right pace so that you can do it and still have a life at home. And you can come out a master teacher within 5 months without confusion or overwhelm. So now you might be thinking,
Okay, I want in, but how can I access the program with a time difference?
well, it's an online program, as you can imagine. And when you're online, you get lifetime access to the program anytime, anywhere, from any device. You just need the internet. So while Fumiko's sleeping, you might be doing one of the poses in the poses module. So don't worry about that if that's what you're worried about.
You might be thinking, how involved will Fumiko be during the program? Oh, no, sorry. How involved will Fumiko be during the program?
Well, Fumiko, how involved will you be? Well, every week you're going to get live online classes for Q&A with Fumiko during this program, so that you have a chance to talk about the most recent module and to ask questions about the most recent module that you have just gone through. And this is where you can just dive deeper into the topic. You can experience the tools being used with real life examples, and you can ask all those questions that you have as a teacher. And so these weekly classes with Fumiko, these live ones, they're scheduled according to the group's availability because everybody's in a different time zone. So if you're unable to join the online class, you can just submit your questions beforehand, and then you can access the replay within 24 hours after. So it's nothing to worry about. All of the classes are recorded, they're time stamped, and they're archived for your reference.
And I go on Facebook Live very often too, so that the students can ask questions even when I'm not doing the actual webinar. So there's lots of opportunities that, well, you'll see me very often. Yeah, probably more than you want, but yeah, because I'm gonna be pushing, do the assignment, and I think that's what you need sometimes. And I want to add that too. Many of the students told me that they never learned so much. They never liked the school until they took this TCC, and now they're obsessed because they want to learn more, because it's such an interesting topic for them. It's a passion. It's not like you have to learn, but you want to really expand your vision, and you can apply everything what you want and create your own beautiful, beautiful, business when you come out. So back to my slide. You might be thinking, what kind of support will I have throughout the course? What if I have a question?
Well, we've got you covered. We have not only Fumiko on the weekly webinars, but we have the beautiful Soraya seen here, who is another one of our certified Face Yoga Method teachers, and she's been working with us for years now. And she's going to be your personal coach over the next 5 months in this course. She's here for you to share concerns, to ask questions, and you will find her daily in the Facebook group. And Soraya will take care of you. She's amazing. I mean, Fumiko, you work with her every day.
Every single day. Yeah, almost.
Yes, and so encouraging.
Yeah. And you might be thinking, how do you ensure the quality of the teachers that graduate from this program?
Well, there's a one-on-one final assessment. And to be certified by the Face Yoga Method, you have to complete 2 assessments. The first is a video submission of you performing specific exercises in a sample workshop. And Fumiko and both Soraya approve that. And once that's been approved, then you get a private one-on-one session with Fumiko to get certified, where she's going to test you not only on your knowledge of the poses, but on your ability to teach. And that is how we vet our teachers, because they will have gone through the course for 5 months. And then at the end of the 5 months, they really have to show in person what they've learned. But don't worry, it's not something to worry about, because like I said, we have a method that makes sure that you're doing the the submissions, the homework, the videos on time, and that by the time you get to your one-on-one assessment with Fumiko, you will be so ready to knock it out of the park. And you'll have to sit with her for an hour and show her what a superstar you are. Now, one thing I want to say is that this is the last year, 2020, that we're in right now, that Fumiko is going to certify students personally. Now, I want to clarify, we're going to continue to have the teacher certification course. There's a huge demand for it, and we want to continue doing it, but it has become overwhelming for Fumiko to certify everybody one-on-one. So we're setting up a new method to have other teachers certify them that are super well qualified. So this year, 2020, if you sign up for this round, this is the last year that Fumiko will be certifying you one-on-one. She will always be still teaching in part of this class, but this is the last year you get one-on-one assessment with her,
so that we can have a little fun. But the reason I decided to do this last one-on-one from me is because I want to learn more. I want to really update all the information as much as possible so that students can get the most benefit out of this. And I always tell my students, that what you learned last year is different from this year because I'm adding so much more. Not because I just want to add more, but because the benefit of all the teachers so that they can expand their understanding and the vision and they can apply to their own students right away. Very practical information I share. That's why I wanted to spend more time for that. And then I just, see all of you this time, and then next year will be different. Okay? And you might be thinking, how will I be able to market my classes to clients after graduation? Here comes.
I got you covered. This is just a little sneak peek from what the marketing module looks like on the inside. On the left over here, you see the recorded video of me teaching some of the marketing module. And on the right over here, you see me and Camille, who's our social media expert. And this is a shot from a live webinar we did from our students. So the marketing module is pre-recorded, just like all of the poses are pre-recorded, so you can go in and learn at your will. But what I love to do, which is really fun for me because I don't really get the chance to do it very often, is when the students have graduated or they're getting near graduation and they're building their websites and they're like, we really have nitty-gritty questions, we need help. Then Camille and I come on and we say, let's do a live marketing module. And that's exactly what we do. And we answer all your questions, and it's really fun, and you can ask us anything you want. And we, combined, we've probably been doing it marketing for 15 to 20 years. So we have you covered. And when I say marketing, I mean online marketing, which is the kind you want to learn. But we also teach you how to offline market to your community too. So it's both, in fact. Okay.
And you might be thinking, what kind of support will I receive after graduating?
Well, you will get lifetime access, and you will get, I'm going to make us just a little bit smaller so we can all see what's on there. Okay, there you go. Perfect. Okay. First of all, once you enroll in the teacher certification course, you are part of our Face Yoga Method family for life, and you get Facebook support group and all the training materials that are out there. You get your certificate, which is a globally recognized certificate, paralleled by none. You're actually going to get a certificate in the mail. And as a graduate, you're going to get your physical certificate and a digital badge to prove the quality of your education from the Face Yoga Method. You are going to get, if you are a registered yoga teacher with the Yoga Alliance, you will get accreditation. You'll be able to spend up to 100 hours of training to your or be able to accredit that to your continued education from the Yoga Alliance. You get a personal profile on our website. And on graduating, you'll be provided with a personal listing in the referral section of the faceyogamethod.com website. And I want you to know that we get hundreds of requests for one-on-one consultations or private classes from face yoga practitioners from all over the world. And we refer these people who come to us that want an individual one-on-one teacher, we refer them to the nearest local certified Face Yoga Method teacher. So you can be found on our website for that. We have a monthly graduate feature. So in a constant effort to promote our graduates, we feature one of them every month who's making a difference teaching face yoga in their community. So you can get inspired and learn from them and hopefully be one of them. And we highlight their purpose, their business, and we give a link back to their website in a post on our Face Yoga Method blog that reaches hundreds of thousands of visitors on a monthly basis. And lastly, we have a private graduate Facebook group for you. And after completing the certification course, you're going to be invited to the graduate only group where you can exchange ideas, inspire each other, get support, and take your business to the next level as it evolves.
And then, sorry, guys.
What?
No, I like that part because also people ask questions like, okay, I have a student, what to do? And other teachers can say, oh, how about this pose? How about this pose? And try this one. And they're supporting each other, learning each other, even after graduating, using the real example, what they are like getting from their own students. So you're just learning so much even from there. I'm very, very proud of that group.
Oh, definitely. There's no other program in the world that offers these opportunities on the back end of their training. Okay, so this is what you're going to get. I got to make it small again. You are going to get lifetime access to the teacher certification course materials at $3,900 value. You'll get weekly live online classes and Q&A with Fumiko. I consider that priceless. You'll get personal support from a certified program coach, our lovely Soraya. You'll get a one-on-one assessment and evaluation with Fumiko for the last time ever available. You get the bonus marketing module and swipe files that I will teach, and you get continued education, graduate features, and the network that we just talked about and went over in detail. That is what you are going to get. And when you enroll today and secure your spot, you can go to faceyogamethod.com/TCC to do that. You can do it for a one-time fee of $3,900 or 4 monthly payments of $1,100. And I want to say right now, and this is not a false scarcity. It's very true. This class, because we take limited students, because Fumiko has to certify them herself, it's already 70% sold out. We put up a pre-sale, we had a wait list, and we opened it up to people, and we were overwhelmed by the amount of people who wanted to secure their spot in this last time available time to get certified with Fumiko. So it's already 70% sold out. So if you want to get enrolled and get started, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the offer button and send you, I'm going to put this in your chat box. And you can click on that and it will take you to the faceyogamethod.com/TCC page where you can start an enrollment process. And I'm going to go over what that enrollment process is. And I want you to know that if you enroll by March 31st, which is what? It's the 28th today, so that's 3 more days, you actually get $400 off that published price. So if you enroll and fund by March 31st, you get an early bird discount of $400. And your total price would be $3,500 or 4 monthly payments of $1,000 instead. Any enrollments after the 31st are subject to regular pricing of $3,900. And accepted applications don't secure the early bird pricing. And I'm going to go over what that means, the early bird pricing. I'm going to go over what accepted applications mean. I'm going to show you how our enrollment process works. So you go to this faceyogamethod.com/TCC to get started in this process right here. What will happen is you will complete an application because we want to make sure that you are really understand what this is about and that you're dedicated to doing this. We want superstar teachers out there in the world from the Face Yoga Method. So first you're going to fill out an application. The application will be reviewed within 48 business hours, sometimes faster. And then you're going to receive an acceptance letter because you will have sent us an amazing application, of course. So you'll get an acceptance letter. Then once you get the acceptance letter, you choose your best payment option for you. And once you've funded, then you're able to log into the teacher certification course website and actually get started with our lifestyle bonus module.
Ooh, one more, Maria. So
Yes.
the reason, yeah, we have this application is, because I want to make sure that we are both understanding what you're getting, but also I really pour my heart out to this TCC program, because what I teach and when my students start teaching, that's the information I'm providing. So I want to make sure we are in the same page. And also, I don't want to waste your time and money. I don't want to waste my time. I have a limited number of students I can take. So having this certification application is just make sure we understand what is this. And then, review means we don't say, no, I can't take you, but it just go through the process so that you study understanding what you're getting. And also, I know who you're coming to me. You get to know me very well during this course. So I want to have like-minded people. And so you do, right? You want to have like-minded people. And we just want to make sure we're in a perfect match.
Definitely. And I'm going to go back for what, Fumiko, did you push something? There we go. Okay. I'm going to go back to this slide right here. And I want you to understand that everything that you're going to get in this, the lifetime access to the teacher certification course materials, the weekly live online classes with Fumiko and a very small group of people, the personal support from a certified program coach, the one-on-one assessment and evaluation with Fumiko that will never happen again, the bonus marketing module and swipe files, and the private webinars you're going to get with me and our social media person, and the continued education, graduate features, and network. When you put that all together, that is a total value of over $10,000. And I'm not just saying that. This is a comprehensive course that is going to give you a skill that you can go out and build a business in this world that you can do from anywhere at any time. And the way that our world is changing right now, there is a higher than ever demand for this kind of learning and this kind of skill. And once you get started, so remember, this is how you apply. And you can just go to, once again, the little link that I put in the box, or you can go to faceyogamethod.com/TCC to do your application. And once it's funded and you're in there, you get into the bonus lifestyle module, because the course actually starts as a group in May. So you have 1 whole month to dig into this juicy bonus lifestyle module. And Fumiko, I'm going to let you speak a little bit about what this is, because this is something people ask us on a daily basis about how you live your life and your routines and habits.
Yes, and I have so many students. They said, like a perfect, I don't need anything anymore. This is just such a goal. Yes, because I talk about, how to eat in a mindset and how to exercise the body and how you can actually use just the water to clean your complexion. And what you're getting is not just changing your face, but you can apply to your students. And you can even make the lip balm and cream and lotions and all the things in the kitchen. The reason I wanted to add this lifestyle is, like I said at the beginning, Face Yoga Method is not just a face exercise. It's a mindset. It's a lifestyle. It's how you see yourself. And I really believe that we need this so that it's stronger for you to sell, the product, your business, because that's what people need. It's not the exercise people need. It's a lifestyle. It's how they feel every single day. And I love this section. So module, this is a really good module, and you get it for free.
Yes, yes. So if all of that this did was tone your face, streamline your neckline, and allow you to reclaim your youthful glow, would that be worth it? If all it did was train you to become a Face Yoga Method expert and create a transformation in the life of others like we hear about on a daily basis, would that be worth it? And if all it did was teach you how to build a successful business that generates additional monthly income while sharing something that you're passionate about, would that be worth it? I want you to answer these questions for yourself, because I know everybody's just at a different place in life right now, and that's okay. But I just want you to think, would any of these things make it worth it for me? And while you're thinking about that, I'm going to tell you about our 15-day guarantee. So if your application is accepted and you enroll and fund, and for any reason you get in there and you decide it's just not the right thing for me, you can let our team know and we'll give you a full refund within 15 days. So we really stand behind that. We're very easy to reach. Everybody knows how to get a hold of us. People come to us from all angles. So we have a 15-day guarantee on this if you get in there and you decide it is not the right choice. So at this point, I would say you have two choices. The first option is to do nothing and not take this leap of faith if you're feeling drawn to it. And this says it's 100% risk-free. Now I'm gonna hold up my little backwards sign here and I'll read it for you because you're probably gonna see it backwards. Because I think that doing nothing is the biggest risk of all. I don't think it's risk-free, whether it be this or something else in your life. And this says the biggest risk in life is not risking. And then it says XO Sarah. And that came on a box from Spanx, because Sarah Blakely is the creator of Spanx, which I think most of us know. It's a worldwide brand, and she is the youngest self-made female billionaire. And she's, her story is very famous about taking risk. So no matter where you are in your life right now, and this may or may not be resonating with you, and it may or may not be the right thing, but if it's not, that's okay. Find whatever it is and take that risk, take that jump. And the second option you have here is take action. Give yourself permission to put yourself first and create your dream career, because the world's not going to stop. It is not going to stop. Your dream career is not going to pop out of the sky. So if this is resonating with you and you feel that now is the right time, take that leap of faith. You will not regret it.
Oh, also I want to talk about that. Oh, when we started Maria, I was just not sure because I'm Japanese. I don't speak English. I speak English, but English is not my first language. And when you said, do a video, post it, I can't do it. And then you're like, no, just do it. So that's why it took me 6 hours. But when I posted, I felt, okay, I did something, push myself out of my comfort zone, which I needed. And I think we need to grow as an individual and try something new, because otherwise you stuck in a moment, you stuck in a job, career, or whatever you are there, which if you're happy, it's okay. But if there's something in your heart, like, oh, I don't know, my life is okay, why not make it amazing? And it's possible when you risk yourself. And I love that. I love that when we know that when we can change something, we have to take action. So
yes,
thanks for pushing me, doing that.
You're reminding me when we did first start, and probably for the first 2 years into our business, Fumiko used to tell me on a regular basis, even after we've been putting these up for a couple of years, she would say, but Japanese is my first language. English is not my first language. And I said, well, you've been doing it for 2 years and people are listening.
I know, but because of my English is not my first language, we have such international, followers. I really, that way. Yeah. But,
okay. So when you join us for this course, what you're going to get, once again, I'm just going to go over it. It's valued over $10,000 and it's lifetime access to the teacher certification course materials, which Fumiko constantly evolves because she learns and she puts in new information. It's weekly live online classes and Q&A with Fumiko during that period and a very small group. It's personal support from our certified coach, Soraya. It's one-on-one assessment and evaluation with Fumiko for the last time available ever. It is a bonus marketing module and swipe files, and I will be in there to give extra help. And it's the continued education graduate features and network. And don't forget about that early bird special offer. So if you enroll within the next 3 days by March 31st to get that extra $400 off, and you can just click in the link in the chat box that should have come up, or you can email somebody behind the scenes and they will make sure that you get the right link to do that. So I want to share with you, so you're not just hearing it from Fumiko and myself, but you hear what the experience was like from our actual graduates, because we have hundreds of graduates. So we put together this short compilation video so you could hear from a multitude of different graduates, their personal experiences after becoming a face yoga method teacher. Okay, I am not seeing, where is this video? my video disappeared. Okay.
I think I can start. Do you want me to start?
Yeah, you must have it. Yes, can you start it, please? Yeah.
Yep, play video. Okay, all right.
In November, I was going through Facebook and I saw on Facebook that it said a question, how do you like the way your neck looks? And I was like, oh my gosh, I need this program. And I went outside to my husband and said, I have to get into this program. Can I please do this? I just really want to get into this program. And he says, what are you going to do with it? I said, I don't know. I just have to do this.
The whole body is so connected that I was like, okay, why didn't I think of it before? And it just caught my heart. Fumiko reached out to me, not just because of the science of it, but she was the person that I could see, I could trust to teach me something great.
And her face yoga particularly interested me because I'm always on the lookout for natural ways to combat the signs of aging. And I was so amazed by the program. It's so professionally done, so organized, and the program is so easy to follow. And Fumiko herself, she is just inspirational.
Fumiko shared her knowledge. She answered each and every question. Her enthusiasm was contagious, and learning was fun. From the beginning, we were also made aware of more practical concerns of marketing a business or incorporating face yoga into an existing business. In short, how to make our projects come alive.
It was intimidating for me because I'd never done anything online, but their entire program is so well put together, and the way they had set it all up, they did a really fine job with it.
For me, the biggest deciding factor were two things. Number one, it had to be Fumiko. The energy and the vibrance coming off of this woman and her dedication to people shine through. And so with all of those things, I'm thrilled. I mean, I had to borrow the money to do it, and it was worth it 1,000-fold for me. I mean, probably 10,000-fold. It's literally changed my life.
It really felt like a learning experience for me. She's an amazing person, as we all know, but on one-on-one, she just blew my mind. She has so much love and so much acceptance that when you come out of this assessment, you feel you're okay, that you're going to do good. Thank you, Fumiko, for allowing me to experience this with you, or you allowing me to experience it. It was absolutely amazing.
So I tell all of you that are struggling, just do it. This whole TCC group, Fumiko and her team, everything is amazing. I have learned a lot. I have seen so many strong, positive women, and it's an honor to know all of you.
Woo!
Okay, can you hear me?
Okay, we are back.
Yeah, we're back.
Ooh, that's became emotional. You know, because I seen every single students, and it's just so beautiful.
Oh, I know. Think of the impact that you're having, because they're carrying it out into the world. Yeah. And if you're out there listening, you know, you can have that kind of impact if you feel that this is the right thing for you, if it's resonating with you. So now we have moved into the Fumiko.
Wow, sorry. Woo! You know, it's so loud. We have lots of beautiful tears during the class because the students told me they didn't feel it was online. It felt so connected, not just, you know, with me, but with other students. And this made the program so unique and special. So thank you. Okay, you can take it. Yeah.
Okay, so now we've moved into the question and answer portion. And our amazing team behind the scenes has been gathering all the questions you all have been sending in. And I'm going to read them and answer some of them, and then some, Fumiko, I'm going to let you answer depending upon. And remember, when you're sending, you can send in questions in the chat box, the pink bubble that you see on your screen. And please keep your questions around the subject of this course and what this course is about and how it works. This is not the time to learn face yoga right now. It's really about the course. So just write in the pink bubble. But so you write them in now and they'll send them along to me. So the first question that we have, and I'm going to answer this and then let you touch on it, Fumiko. Do I need to be fluent in English to do this course? So this is from Jen. So all of the video lessons and online classes are in English. They definitely are in English. And the course videos are not subtitled or translated, but all of them have a downloadable text and transcription for your convenience and review. And now I'm going to let you speak to that, Fumiko, because you've worked with these teachers.
Yes. Majority of our students are actually not English speakers. It's beautiful. But, so many students told me that because they're interested in the subject, they were able to understand. Another thing is many of the students said that English improved during the course because they're listening and watching and reading. And another one of the students really not good at English. And so what she did is she used a translator. She translated everything. And I was so moved by her dedication. And now she's ready to teach in her own language. And I let you even do, during the last final evaluation, you can do it in your language, your own language, because I've seen the video already and you have all the assignments done in English. So you can do the last final evaluation one-on-one in your language and perfectly fine. Yeah.
Okay. The next question from Natasha. I am not the most outgoing person. And to be honest, there's nothing special about me. Well, I'm going to dispute you on that, and I don't even know you because there's something special about everybody. But she says, how can I teach others if I don't have the perfect face and there are still areas I need to work on? Which, Fumiko, I'll let you answer that. But one thing I'm going to say, Natasha, is your confidence is going, by the end of this course, your confidence is going to soar. And you are going to know that there's something special about you, and that is going to attract others. But I'm going to let Fumiko answer this.
Yes. So there's so many students said, "Ooh, I'm not, outgoing. I'm not really good at in front of people." That's why I teach you. I teach you all the things you can. And when you start seeing the changing in your face, in the body, posture, and everything, you change your mindset. And I recommend the books through the course. I said, this is a recommendation. It's not mandatory, but the books help you understand who you are more, because I'm so into Maria too, into self-development. So during this class, I don't want you to just think about you learning the poses, but you are developing yourself, self-development. And then you'll be surprised what passion you have, how much passion you have. You just don't know. You just have to tap into it. And if you are shy, I have one graduate doing a beautifully amazing job. She's just teaching online because that's what she feels comfortable. She doesn't need to meet one-on-one. And she's doing an amazing job. And Suzanne, she's in Denmark. So come, I'll help you.
And that's one of my favorite things, because if you do take this course, Natasha, I think one of your biggest benefits you're going to get is you're going to come out feeling like a different person. Michelle, how much time do I have to commit every week to complete this course? Well, on average, our students spend about 6 hours per week on the course so that it can fit into any kind of working schedule. You can fit in 6 hours. Now, the training is spread out over the course of 5 months, and the modules are released at certain dates. So they're not all released at once, because we don't want you to try to gorge on it. We want to pace it out. And it's also so that you can have a simultaneous group learning experience. So we've got about 6 hours a week. But Fumiko, I know you've had people do less, do more.
Yeah. So when you are, let's see, can you repeat that? I just hear the echo a little bit. Yeah.
Oh, okay. How much time do I have to commit every week?
Yeah, depend on your schedule, but you can, because it's online. 1 week, like, oh, I can't do it because it's so busy, and then you can just squeeze it, and then you can do, let's say, commit hour and a half, and then total, maybe if you do 3 hours a week, you can do it, and you can break it, each day, 30 minutes every day, and 30 minutes or even 15 minutes, and I'll guide you, but also I push you when you need a push, so you don't need to overcommit. No, you don't need to do that.
Okay. Is it a little bit better, my sound now, Fumiko? I took down my volume.
Yes, it's a little better.
Perfect. Okay, Sharon wants to know, is this Yoga Alliance certified? And yes, you can count your hours with the non-Yoga Alliance certified, which is non-YACEP. And our grads use 100 hours towards their Yoga Alliance CEUs. I am not the expert in this, so I'm reading what my team is telling me. So you can count your hours with non-YACEP, and our grads use 100 hours towards their Yoga Alliance CEUs. So yes, you can. Okay, Awana, I would like to be detailed on the live webinar. Oh, I think she wants to know on the live webinar, she wants to know if there's going to be detail about people with different kinds of facial palsy. I think that's come up in your teacher certification courses, Fumiko, yeah?
Bell's palsy?
With different kinds of facial palsy.
Yes, well, think about this, because you started understanding the physiological anatomy and all the different poses and the acupressure, push and release and tension. So by the time you mastered 70 poses, you understand a lot. And then the correction module, I teach you, okay, this case you can apply this, in this case you can apply this, and you ask me questions during your webinar. So you can even post a picture, okay, what to do for this case, and I answer. That's why this is so unique and it's so crafted for specific purpose. And the correction module is for you.
Okay. Now I have the question, is once certified, is there a standard price one charges, or is it flexible? Does one offer a standard intro package? Are there sample lesson courses designed to offer? Oh, okay. So she wants to know if once she's certified, like when she markets herself, is there like a standard package? The answer to that is there's really not, but we go over this. We have a whole section on this in the marketing module about how to decide what you want your package to look like and how to price it, which can be very different depending upon you, depending upon your geographical area, and depending upon what you're offering. So that is all broken down in the marketing module. Luca, can I teach in my language? Yes, you can, and you should, because there are so many people that don't speak English. They can't take our courses online and they are dying for it. So absolutely, yes, you should teach in your language. You'll have a huge advantage. And I don't even know what your language is. I just know you'll have a huge advantage. Ely asked, hi, how much do you, okay, so I just answered this question on how much you charge for live or online classes. And so that's all covered in the marketing module, and it really varies depending upon what the class is and where you live and your confidence. Brianna, why is there a maximum limit on the number of students you take every year? What happens if the class fails before? Oh, Brianna, there is a maximum limit. And the reason that we do that is because it's overwhelming for Fumiko to certify them, because at the end, there's weeks during the year, if not a whole month or more, where she does nothing but be online and certify one-on-one with these people. And it's just become overwhelming because we only have one Fumiko. And that's why we're changing the way that we do this and having other certified teachers come in to back up. So this year, because of the overwhelm she's felt, we're doing it just once. And if the class fails before you're able to enroll, don't worry. We are definitely we're not stopping this class. We are continuing with this class. We're either going to do it still on a yearly basis or maybe twice a year basis. We're figuring that out. But it just means Fumiko will still be in there teaching the class with the weekly webinars. It's just that the certification, that last bit where you have to be one-on-one, will be certified through one of our Face Yoga Method certified teachers that works with us on a daily basis. So you'll be in good hands no matter what. So if you can't enroll in this round, it's totally fine. We got you. We've got another one coming. Olga asked, I'm almost 60 years young. Love it. Is it too late to take the course? Olga, have you been listening to us? Come on. Do you even have to ask this question? Fumiko, what do you say to that?
We have actually a couple of teachers, they're in the 70s and they're enjoying it. First they said, I just joined the class because I wanted to look better. And they wanted to deepen the knowledge because they were taking my, other classes, but they really want to understand the basic and 70 poses and all the technicality. And you know what happened when they finished this TCC? They started teaching because friends started asking them, what did you do differently? And then ended up teaching. So it might not happen. It might happen to you 60 years young is nothing. Yeah.
Okay. Janine says, what is the earning potential for a face yoga method teacher? Well, Janine, what limits are you going to put on yourself? It's like anything else in life. I mean, we have so many teachers doing so many different things. We don't ask them for their exact income, but I know that Anna, that we showed you earlier from Poland, she left a full-time, very high-powered career as a lawyer and is now teaching face yoga method in Poland full-time and has replaced that income. So I think that the sky's the limit. It's a matter of where your mind is with all of this. You know, there's no rules on this. You go, you take it as far as you want to go. I mean, this business that we have online has turned into something that we never even imagined. So it's all about like what you can dream of and you can achieve it.
And that's one thing I also teach during the TCC, because I truly believe mindset is important for teachers. You know, when you start telling yourself, I can't teach. No, I change that wording because, you know, I don't know if you have kids, if you have children, but when the kid's in danger, you have to help, you know, the child under the very heavy tree. Do you think about, I have this much of weight and a muscle, and I've been doing a weight training, so I think I should wait until I gain enough power so that I can save my child? No, you go there and lift whatever, all the energy you have. You'll be surprised, like, how did I do that? So I'll teach you. And like I said, mindset and self-development is one of my and Maria's passionate topics. And I during the class, you'll be surprised when you come out.
Okay. Emmanuel says, if I'm only 29, do you think women are going to take me seriously? What is the youngest student that you've ever had? I'm going to let Fumiko answer this, but I just want to say, Olga, who is 60, wants to know if she was too old. Emmanuel, 29, wants to know if she's too young. Now, first of all, this is not the Three Bears where there's Goldilocks, the perfect age. You are the perfect age. But people that are in their 60s are probably going to relate to Olga better, because they're going to see, like, this is my people, this is who I relate to, I can see real results on her, whereas people in their 20s and their 30s might relate to you better as more of a preventative thing, depending upon where they are. And I'm not saying that limits your audience to people exactly the same age as you. I'm just saying that every age is going to connect to somebody in a different way.
Because remember, the prevention is important too. You can really start teaching how to prevent unwanted bad habits. You don't need to create, throughout the life, so that you can teach differently. But I'll teach that too when I go through this modules.
Okay, Shanna, I think I'm pronouncing that right. Please tell me about successful income streams that are possible. I would be interested in teaching my patients as well as creating a website. So we did just address that question in terms of the income, and it's what you decide to create. But it sounds like you already have a discipline. I don't know what it is, but if you already have patients, so this is like a whole other revenue stream that you can add on to that in a really specific way. Maybe whatever services you had, say you're, like we even said, a hair cutter, and it's like, well, you get a haircut and a face yoga method combined, it ups the price of the haircut. There's endless ways to do this, and this is not the forum for us to go into all of them now, but we go into many different scenarios in the marketing module on how to do this. Carol asked, will there be an opportunity to take this course later in the year? Right now, we don't have a plan for that for the rest of 2020, but it's something we're talking about. So I don't have an exact answer for you, Carol, but if not this year, 100%, we definitely have plans for 2021. But it's a possibility for another one in 2020. I just can't guarantee it. Yelena says, will I learn how to make my business international? I'm afraid the market in my country is quite small. Okay. So apparently it's not going to be a possibility for the rest of 2020 is what my team's telling me. So that's where we're at right now with that. So Yelena, will I learn how to make my business international? Yes, we do. In the marketing module, we talk about how to take your business online and how to give private individual sessions via Zoom or Skype, kind of the way that we're talking to each other right now, but you would just be doing that one-on-one with your student. And there's a lot of demand for that because the students may have taken an online course from us, but then they have something really specific they want to work on. and you're able to help them with that in a one-on-one class. And that's international, of course. And we do talk about social media marketing for how to reach out anywhere in the world. Geraldine, you guys are all the money questions. In about how many months can I have a return on my investment? Geraldine, only you can answer that question. You could do it in a month. You could do it in 12 months. You might never do it. It's up to you how fast and aggressive you want to go at this and how comfortable you feel. We've had students replace their full-time income, their full-time living income, and make a living off this, but everybody does it at a different pace according to what's going on in their life and how dedicated or aggressive they are in pursuing that. Okay, then I don't have an answer for what is the percentage of students who actually show profit with their online business. They come to us, they come back to us, but we don't keep an official poll on them showing a profit. Some people, we've got many students who are showing a profit for sure, and we've highlighted some of those today, but some of them go in it just for the learning, because they just want to learn at a higher level and they had no intention of making money. So we don't keep exact percentages, and that's information that we don't reach out for. Carla, how many students in this class? There are 130, right? 130. Okay. Doris, I am 59 now. Do you think it makes sense to start a business? Hell yeah, Doris. I started when I was 44. I started online marketing, and then I started this business with Fumiko when I was 46. So I would do it all again tomorrow. So yes, 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 because if you're 59, chances are you could live for another 30, 40, 50 years. That's a long time.
And also,
get up on your dreams.
Yes, start from scratch like Maria did. Maria is going to show you what she has already. Right?
Yeah, you don't have to, in the marketing, you don't. Yeah, but that's you're still young. There's a long time left in the rest of your life. So if this is something that really speaks to your heart, yes, you should do it. And if it's something else, I say, yes, do that. But do not think your life's going to stop at 59, which is a really good thing. Naima, question for online group. How many certified face yoga method teachers are there worldwide? My team might be able to tell me. I want to say there's a little over 200. Is that right? More, 300. Maybe around between more than 3. Okay. 400. We have 400. Okay, 400 to 500 is what I'm getting from my team. I'm going to say something to this because I might be wrong on guessing where you're coming from this, Naima. You might be coming from it from the angle of like, is there still room to be a successful face yoga teacher? Maybe you're not, but I'm kind of getting some of this from these questions. So what I'm going to say to that is, I want you who are out there that might be thinking that, you are don't take this the wrong way, but you're in a scarcity mindset when you're thinking that. We live in an abundant world. And if there were 400 face yoga method teachers in this world, if there were 4,000, if there were 400,000, it doesn't matter. What matters is you and what you want to go out and create in the world. There are thousands and thousands and thousands of tens of thousands of yoga teachers. And it's up to them, whether they be face yoga or just regular yoga, what they do with it. There is always opportunity, always, always, always. And so it's a mindset, like Fumiko said, that she touches on inside the class more than anything else. But to answer your question, we have between 400 and 500 certified. Okay, Andrea, after listening to the question of a 60-year-old, my question is, or answer is that even starting the course at nearly 64 will not stop me from teaching a face yoga method and generating some income, especially with elderly women. Yes, we love you, Andrea. I love that. Was just a comment. That wasn't a question. You go. I'm telling you, there are people. It's kind of like when you see ads in magazines, right? And they're advertising to people that are like 50 saying, okay, here's a wrinkle cream, but there's a 20-year-old in the ad. You're like, really? Like, why am I going to believe this? You want to see people that look like you, that reflect you, that you can relate to. And that's the same with face yoga method students. It would be like my mom, who's in her, 80s, taking an exercise class from a 20-year-old aerobics instructor. She's not having it. She's not. Okay. Preston, how do you feel the TCC has changed you spiritually, Fumiko?
Wow, that's a deep question, which I love it. I realized that the power of your thoughts, it can really create your reality. And what means is when I'm saying the pauses and this and that, all that little details exercise, it's not what people are looking for. And some of the people worrying about, oh, I'm too old, I don't have the confidence in front of people. What people are looking for is whatever the energy you're giving off. And you feel the energy. And I hope you're feeling our energy too, because we were excited to have you this webinar. But I really started believing that everything is possible. Everything is possible, and never to limit yourself. Like I said, I limit myself. Oh, I don't speak English well. And that was wrong. And I still struggle. Starting word I can't pronounce. My team, Maria laughs at me like, oh, pronounce it, the word.
Only not in a mean way.
I know. But, that makes me who I am. And I don't know how long, I live, 20, 30, 40 years, 50 years, I hope so. But what I learned is that there's some message I have, and I just want to spread. So if you have something, do it. And that's what I learned from TCC, teaching TCC. And I'm loving it. I love every single student. That's why I said when I think about it, I just cry because they're so beautiful inside out.
Okay. And then I have Winnie who says, hi there, I'm from Hong Kong, I think HK. May I know the market segment of the market? Say if there are other teachers and how many potential clients in my target region, and if the support group will refer any inquiries to us. And may I also know the range of potential income of being a face yoga teacher, please? Okay, Winnie. I hope you've been listening for the past 10 minutes because we've covered a lot of this, and I cannot tell you how many people in Hong Kong, I don't know how many people live in Hong Kong. Why don't we look it up? Because I will tell you right there that there are tens of thousands of people in Hong Kong that have never heard of face yoga, and they are waiting for you to come and find them. I can tell from these questions, no more questions are coming in, and I picked up something that I wanted to share with you guys that are here with us today, because I can tell from these questions it might really help, especially given where the world is today. And I know there's a lot of fear, there's a lot of scarcity. I understand that, and I've definitely been there, but I no longer live in those spaces at all, and I don't believe in them, and I've done work to get out of them, and so has Fumiko. And I want to read you something that I thought was really relevant today, and it is from, before I read that, I just want to say too that, do you know that during the recession is when some of the most amazing companies in the world, like Hewlett Packard, IBM, Microsoft, Facebook, Disney, were created? So once again, this is a time to expand, not to retract. So I'm going to read you something from the Instagram of Joe Dispenza, who is a neuroscientist that both Fumiko and I follow. And he's been putting up a lot of really great content lately to address this sort of scarcity and fear and retraction that's going on in the world. And I pulled up one of his posts that I thought might be relevant today, that might help you. So I'm just going to read that to you, and then we're going to close this out. So he says, when we are in a state of fear, typically what we do is select the worst case scenario and then prepare ourselves emotionally for when it occurs. Now, when we get it right, we are proud of ourselves and say, look how smart I am. I predicted that. But what happens when you don't get it right? That's called anxiety, insomnia, neurosis. It's called OCD. And the reason being is because as we select that worst case scenario and embrace ourselves emotionally for the outcome, you are combining that thought and feeling, and you move into a new state of being. This knocks our brain and body out of balance just by thought alone. So the fear then becomes an addiction, and we begin to reaffirm that addiction because we keep thinking about the thoughts that create those emotional states. Now the repetition of that cycle conditions the body to become the mind emotionally. So if you keep doing it, sooner or later, you're going to program fear into your body as the mind, which means that it's going to have a panic attack without you. Try as you may with your conscious mind to change it, but it has been programmed subconsciously. So if people can continuously bring their body back into the present moment in meditation and practice being present, you can't be afraid if you're in the present moment. The side effect of that is that every time you bring the body back into the present, you're reconditioning it into a new mind, which means the body is no longer the mind. The body, being the animal or the servant, all of a sudden is being conditioned by a new mind. We have been programmed by society to fear the unknown, because when you're in fear, the best thing to do is run from the unknown. Because the animal in the wild who's hearing something around the corner and doesn't know what it is, it's going to run because there's a better chance of survival. So when we're living by fear and the hormones of stress, we run from the unknown. But if you truly overcome your fear, then the unknown becomes an adventure. The unknown is the best place to create from, and that's when it gets exciting. Now is the time to be greater than our fear. And it is especially that time. So some of these income questions, I can't give you answers to, but I'll tell you right now, you have every ability to create whatever you want if you start embracing it. And there has never, our world's changing, literally, as we sit here, it is changing. And when we come out of this, it's going to be forever changed. And the way we do business and the way we interact is going to be forever changed. And it's 100% time to embrace that now instead of living in fear. And there's going to be many people that are going to come out of it extremely successful. So whatever it is, and I'm not saying it's the teacher certification class for you, it might not be, and that is so okay. But whatever it is, I just hope that we can alleviate a little bit of the fear that I know is going on collectively in this world right now, because we're going to come out stronger and better, and we're going to be very, very different. So understand that and just embrace it, because it's happening. And for those of you that do choose to go on and become teachers, just know that your possibilities of teaching online are going to be greater than ever. I can't even tell you in this past 3 weeks, like how many people, I'm sure all of you are experiencing it too. They're doing everything online. My foster child, I'm a foster mom, her school's 100% online. All my friends are having virtual happy hours online. That is going to change the way that we interact moving forward in this world. So I just want to thank those of you that have stayed in with us this whole time. And if this is right for you, you're going to know it and you're going to do the application. And if it's not, that's fine. I just want you to just have a life of love and abundance and not live in scarcity or fear. Like that's what Fumiko and I want for all of you so much. And, Fumiko talks so much about it in our courses. So I hope this helped you in some way. And Fumiko, do you want to give any parting words?
Yes, thank you. So how about we do a little bit of short centering meditation and finish this off? I want you to feel your heartbeat. Put one hand on your heart and another one on your stomach. Breathe in and out from your nose and out from your nose. Breathe in deeply. Keep your eyes closed. And I breathe out. Just listen to your heartbeat. Your heart is giving to you. You didn't need to earn it. It works 24/7 without being asked. And this is you. You have this, your mind and a body and a spirit. When you want to make a decision in your life, always go back there, because you know somewhere deep inside what is right or what is not right for you. Breathe in and out from your nose. And I really want to thank each one of you who came here and joined and listened to us and to share your questions and all the excitement. I appreciate. So it's up to you if you want to come with me, and I'm perfectly fine if you decide something this is not right for you. Find the joy and love in your life, and I want to see you somewhere, sometime. Come out from the thoughts. Thank you.
Okay.